Today, I want to talk about two things. One is where Rakuten is right now and where we are going. And more importantly, second topic is the Japanese innovativity. Because we are doing this event in Japan. Rakuten is a Japanese company, but yet we're trying to globalize it. So I would like to share the importance of the diversity in tech field, as well as the potential of Japanese innovation. Begin with, I just want to show you the snapshot of Rakuten, the group. The first slide, please. So this is where we stand right now. I started Rakuten in 1997, so this is our 20th anniversary year. And then we started from 2 people. Now we have over, 20,000 people. And many engineers all over the world, more than 20 offices outside of Japan. The first month we opened Rakuten was the May of 1997. Our transaction volume was about $3,000, and out of which I was buying almost 2,000. So the real GMV was 1,000. Now our global GTV is over $100 billion, including all these, the credit card payment and everything. That's just fiscal year 2016. So most likely we will grow over 20% this year. The domestic e-commerce, including Rakuten Ichiba, Rakuten Travel, and everything, is about 27 billion last year. And it is, of course, going to go over 30 billion this year. The global membership, 1.1 billion, including Viber and everything. And in Japan, we have over 90 million registered members and 85 million credit cards on the file. So that's where we are right now. Of course, we have a big revenue, very good profit. But more than anything, our ambition is not just stay as a Japanese domestic internet company, but yet become one of the top global innovative companies. So how are we going to do it? Is we are trying to transition from marketplace only marketplace-centric company to more data-driven membership company with a very, very strong brand. So the brand is very, very critical strategy for us. That is why we have decided to make a very aggressive investment into the brand, including the main global partner of FC Barcelona, as well as Golden State Warriors. Those, I think, are the two best the sports associations in the world, and we are very, very honored to be able to associate a brand to all these two great organizations. So starting from this summer, we started to really change everything to Rakuten branded. Initially, there was a little bit of confusion, of course, but that's what we are going to do. If you think about what we have done in Japan, Rakuten was just an internet shopping company, but nobody believed Rakuten is just an internet shopping company, right? The Rakuten card is the biggest credit card company in Japan. Our telecom business is growing so fast. Rakuten Travel, baseball team, and so forth and so forth. We do more than 97 services in Japan, and we're connecting all these dots. I think Rakuten is the only company which has done it in the world, and we would like to replicate our success in a global scale. So overseas, this was challenging. I thought, oh my God, Rakuten sounds a very, very Japanese name to Americans and Europeans and Asians. Shall we change our brand to something a little bit more global, or shall we stick to the Japanese name, basically, which means optimism? So we have decided to go with the Rakuten brand. So now the Viber is called Rakuten Viber, the Kobo is called Rakuten Kobo, and Rakuten TB. But because of the power of Barcelona, Warriors, and so forth, I think now Rakuten is becoming, I don't say it is already, it is becoming the household brands in US and in Europe as well. So that's where we are. And our ambition is to become global service operator. So that's the biggest difference between, for example, Rakuten and SoftBank. SoftBank wanted to become the next generation Warren Buffett, which is very very respectful initiative, but that's not what we want to do. We want to become the very unique the service company in Japan and in the world. Hence, I had to think, can we do it or not? And here comes the second topic about the Japanese innovativity. So, where are we right now? We're in Tokyo, and and what is the strengths and weakness of this location, Tokyo? Everybody now, almost all of you live in Tokyo, I think, and we need to reconsider: can we do it starting from here? Maybe 50, 60 years ago, nobody really believed the Japanese automobile companies can become the top automobile companies in the world, but they have done it. Nobody really believed that Sony can become the global brand, but they did it. But objectively speaking, no Japanese brand has ever become the global brand, right? But all of you know, because you're living here, Japanese service is the best. I was talking with the Sara CEO of McDonald's Japan, and I told her why McDonald's Japan service is so good. It's very very clear that the level of the service in Japan is the best, or one of the best at least. But yet there is no one single Japanese service company which really became global. So I started to think about how can we do it. This should be possible. And then I have two things: how attractive Tokyo is, right? Here it is. It was kind of shocking to learn. Tokyo is the third most attractive city in the world. And if you think about San Francisco, it's number 17. Maybe Palo Alto, number 100. Yet they are the center of the technology, and Tokyo is not, right? And London became number one because of London Olympic. So there's high possibility that Tokyo may become most attractive city in the world. Oh, location doesn't. We don't have any problem, right? We are more attractive. We will become more attractive than New York for sure, because of the Tokyo Olympic is coming, and we're going to make massive investment. And I think our infrastructure is so good. The food is definitely the best in the world, I think. The nightclubs are open until 5 a.m. San Francisco, you need to close at 2, right? So it is much more culturally diversified and rich city than our competitive cities such as San Francisco, Silicon Valley, maybe New York. And unfortunately, the Mumbai is number 42. Sorry about Indians, but and of course, China, Beijing number 13, Shanghai number 15, Seoul number 6. And then we need to think about we have so many non-Japanese people here, but is Japanese people innovative enough, right? And we need to think about the strengths and weakness of the Japanese culture. But if you think about it, uniqueness, definitely Japanese culture is very unique, right? We have wide range of diversity in the culture, ranging from kawaii idol culture, or the cartoons, manga, to the authentic simplicity of Zen. Steve Jobs loved probably Japanese simplicity, but probably he didn't like all this kawaii culture in Japan. But it's very very unique, and if you think about why it's so unique, it all came from the diversity of the culture flowing into this small island, and it kind of trapped in it, and it was kind of mixed. Japanese ramen is probably better than Chinese noodles, but although it's originally from China, I had a ramen this afternoon for lunch. But curry rice is, of course, in a sense, very unique, a little bit different from Indian curry, but it's very unique. So Japanese has the ability to mix everything and kind of mix it and create a new connection and new innovation and new creative things. If you look back on, now I'm working for most advanced cancer treatment technology, started by Japanese scientists. iPS, stem cell technology, invented by Dr. Yamanaka. We have a lot of, Nobel Prize scientists, including chemistry, physics, and medical science. The optical fiber was invented by the professor at Tohoku University. The first music play hand device, Walkman, was invented by Sony. The initial concept of the smartphone was created by Japanese, but yet our marketing is horrible, right? Our marketing is horrible. Two things: marketing is horrible. Our ability to make it global standard is horrible. If you think about, no offense to Ritz-Carlton, Ritz-Carlton is considered as the best service hotel in the world. But I bet there are hundreds or thousands of the Japanese onsen ryokans who provide better service than Ritz-Carlton, right? But yet they cannot globalize it. So I think how, as people living in Tokyo, how we can mix the strengths of Japan with the global technology and make it like a global service and as a global standard is very, very important thing we need to consider. And here comes why we have decided to change our internal language from Japanese to English. Some Japanese CEOs attacked me. Oh God, this Mikitani is crazy. He is going to destroy Japanese culture by changing language, and it's not going to succeed. CEO of Honda publicly attacked me on the Nikkei newspaper, and I said, it's none of your business. Anyhow, sorry about my strong, I take it back, my four-letter words, but anyhow, the point is, we are in a very unique environment. And I think we have a very, very good chance to become the next Silicon Valley of Asia. Or maybe, if you think about it, look at these cities. Where else can become next Silicon Valley, right? London, Brexit, the Paris, very high tax. Well, Seoul, unfortunately, it's not that big. Singapore, yes, attractive tax system, but small and a little bit artificial. I think Tokyo has a great potential, right? The only problem is the language, because it's sometimes difficult for the non-Japanese professionals to live in Tokyo. In a short-term stay, it's okay, but longer term, they may have a little bit of the systematic issues, like the schools for the kids and so forth and so forth. As far as we can solve these issues, then I think we have a very, very good potential that Japan will become the next generation technology hub of the world. But at the same time, I don't think we can do this by just Japanese. We need to bring best and brightest from all over the world. If you think about as a Rakuten, we are competing with the global companies. No, we're not competing against an American company. We're competing against a global company, and the people who work there are not only Americans. The Americans are minority in those companies. Hence, I'm always telling to the prime minister and all these politicians, it is impossible for Japanese to become the very competitive technology-based company unless we globalize internally, meaning we need to bring best and brightest from the all over the world, yet keep good part of the Japanese culture. High level of hospitality, high level of teamwork spirit. Those are very, very important part for us. So today, we are going to talk a lot about most advanced things. Of course, that's very cool, and we should do it. But at the same time, if you can spare just a little bit of your, the thinking about why Japan is unique, good in a good way or in a bad way, and how can we become the global leader. I don't care whether it's a Rakuten or Yahoo Japan or Line or any other company. But I think that's today's topic is not about Rakuten. Today's topic is how Japan, Tokyo become a very advanced technology center in the world. So I hope you will have a very productive time and very interesting discussions. And please have a great time. Thank you very much.